Hello everyone, and welcome to our Horizon Zero Dawn Let's Play. Today we embark upon our adventure with Death from the Skies. Alrighty here, well it does look like we do have some Glint Hawks that are actually doing a little bit of sieging at the moment. Obviously we're about to find out how efficient we can take these guys out, but if I can try to keep them away from us, I think that's going to ultimately make us pretty successful. Now with these heavier, more efficient arrows, we can actually deal some additional damage, which is definitely going to help us out quite a bit. Now, they are actually creating a lot of problems right now, as you guys can tell. Obviously, we do have that one that's kind of disabled at the moment. Really trying to line up these shots at the moment, but obviously he's kind of getting away from me just a little bit here. Looks like we were able to successfully take him out, and we're working on this other one over here. Look at that guy. He is absolutely just spitting all kinds of fire raps. I don't know if that looked like it went through on your guys' side, but I could have sworn that arrow actually looked like it was pretty efficient there. But unfortunately, just did not quite make contact, it looks like.
What made these Glinthawks attack?
Rest of them.
I better speak to whoever's in charge.
Thank you. We're exhausted. It's the third flock we faced today.
We defend ourselves against that.
You just flew in on a rainbow and saved our sorry slags. Where do you come from?
I heard the Glinthawks attacking. They're scavengers. They don't hunt for sport. What's drawing them here?
Has to be the blasted Karja. If we're in an era of peace, why am I elbow deep in Glinthawk bung? They keep coming in waves.
Has anything changed that might have lured the Glinthawks? Have you left machine scrap lying around?
No. Us around use our scrap. Not like the Karja. They only keep the pretty parts.
So the Karja have been leaving scrap around.
Here? Never. If a Karja wasted scrap on my watch, I'd pick it up and make him eat it.
Why do you think the Karja have anything to do with the Glinthawks?
We built this outpost to protect against the Karja. Now they're coming here to trade. Fine. Their shards are as good as anyone's. But everyone knows that they want this place. Come to think of it, they want every place.
But how could the Karja have brought on the Glinthawks?
If I ever get a break from them, I'll see if I can spare a man to follow the trail. Guaranteed, there's a Karja at the other end.
What exactly do you do here?
As mayor, I order people around. Gotta be plain hammered to get things done. Can't stand those Karja chunks and their flowery talk. But since we helped the Karja get rid of their rotten king, it's been peace and brotherhood and all that dung.
You don't think the peace will last?
Don't have time for peace. I got Karja merchants begging for a discount on the gate tax and Glinthawks attacking. Which is worse?
Has anyone come trying to sell lures? They're devices that attract machines.
Is that real? Is that some sort of Nora joke?
I'll take that as a no. Why don't I investigate why the Glinthawks are attacking? You've got your hands full.
Really? No one ever offers to help me. You, any good at tracking?
You could say that.
All right then. Let me know what you find. Hammer to steel, a Karja's behind all this.
That device is sending out a
Turn
signal.
off! Turn
I know
off!
it's attracting the Glinthawks. What are you doing?
By the sun! It won't turn off!
That device is making the Glinthawks attack. Turn it off.
Me? I don't know how to turn it off any more than I know how I turned it on. I scrounged it from an old workshop.
Well, that should do it. Now start talking. Why are you scrounging gear you don't even understand?
My customers demand extraordinary pieces best found at the fringes of civilization. My tales of adventure only increase their value. Where others only dare tread, I flourish. No mountain climbs too high that I can't mount it. My trade demands sacrifice.
Including the sacrifice of innocence? Those Glinthawks swooped down and attacked everyone.
I didn't mean for that to happen. I sought only to sate the appetites of rich nobles who never leave their mansions.
You mentioned you found the device in a workshop?
Yes, I camped out atop the snowy eastern ridge. No easy climb even in my best years, but I girded my
Enough. Were there any other devices at this workshop?
abandoned equipment, the likes of which I've never seen. A peculiar silo remained impervious to my attempts to open it. As I searched, I wondered how many secrets lie hidden in this world, as we, in our ignorance, go about our daily...
Your point?
Oh, no, I didn't see another device. But one could still be there, waiting to unleash its horrors.
Did you know this whole time that that device was luring Glinthawks?
By the sun, no! I stashed it here for a while, but when I came back, I was nearly beheaded by one of those flying terrors.
This device is dangerous. I have to find that workshop and make sure it's the last. Where is it?
On the eastern ridge, just beyond my campsite. But after I descended from the workshop, a cracking above me signaled my doom. I dove into the river mere moments before an avalanche took out the path. You can't reach it now. The climb is too perilous.
I'll take my chances. You just stay away from that workshop and try not to cause another mess.
Well, luckily there's a very nice path over here. Looks like we actually are going to be doing a little bit of rock climbing. Obviously, this is one of those times where you don't want to fall down, especially considering that while there is some water down there, I'm sure there's lots of rocks, and then also that kind of fall would just really hurt, man. I don't know about the survivability on that, but I can't venture and say that you would probably walk away from that unscathed. I feel like there's going to be quite a bit of flesh damage. Probably not going to be having a great time in the off chance that you did survive. So obviously, let's try to get all the way over there without any issues. Like we're going to continue onward with our rock climbing abilities. It looks like we are going to be finding our way to the very tippy top of the structure here before very long. And then it looks like we actually need to do a little bit more walking. Now, I'm curious to see if we're going to have any Glinthawks. I can hear a faint one in the distance, but also it looks like we do have some new friends as well. As per the usual, things can never be just as simple as just existing. We do have one of these over here. Obviously, he's coming to do a little bit of backing up his buddy, but little does he know, we're actually going to be taking him out of commission as quickly as he found himself joining the fray. Now, there is a very large big boy over there. Never fun to see. We never want to see creatures and machines that can create many, many problems for us, but it's the sacrifices we make for the greater good.
I'll bet Aloy brought that stormbird here. If I find any and destroy them, the machine should leave.
Alright, well, we want to disable the lures. Obviously, we can see that they're all the way over there. In the meantime, we also need to kill this very large bird. I'm going to venture and say that this is probably not going to be incredibly easy by any stretch of the imagination, but we should be able to successfully take him out of commission relatively easily. Now, it's looking like he does have several weak points, but in addition, it does look like most of his weaknesses are actually associated with just shooting particular points on the body. Alrighty here, we have done a little bit of damage, but I was really hoping to have a little bit more done there by going for some of those key points. I have no idea what those are, so obviously we can tell that they definitely do a little bit of damage, but nothing incredible by any stretch of the imagination. Really trying to hit these key points here. Looks like we were able to hit that pretty successful right in the middle. Alrighty here, now... Of course, we do have him with some ranged abilities. I don't know if he has any particular melee-related stuff that can help him out, but as of the moment, they seem to be mostly range-based at this particular interval. Wow, you are really up there, aren't you?
Now I better find and disable any lures.
Alrighty here, let's see if we can't locate these other lures. Obviously, moments ago we found them, but it looks like the other two are actually going to be all the way over there. Luckily, I did not just assume that that was going to be a nice little trench. Obviously, could have ended very, very poorly. So, it is good every once in a while to kind of go with your instincts and just be like, you know, that seemed a little too easy.
Done. No more lures. Now about this workshop. So Dervahl was behind these lures. Brilliant. And dangerous. Now to bring word back to Pitchcliff. You'll be happy to know I found another one of those lures and destroyed it. Should be the last you'll hear of it.
By fire and spit, you went above and beyond. How do you know there won't be any more?
The workshop where I found it was long abandoned. You're safe.
Good. My troops want to spit and shake your hand, as my brother would have. On behalf of Pitchcliff and my family, I thank you.